Yes, good morning everybody. We are going to start with something new today, that is the smallest thing of every inorganic particle around it. First of all, what is inorganic? That means non-living thing. Non-living चीजों की सबसे छोटी चीज how what they are made up of. Non-living things are made up of atom. Whereas living organisms are made up of cell and non-living things are made up of atom. Now atom is the smallest thing which is indivisible. That was given the concept by the Dalton. डाल्टन ने ये कंसेप्ट दिया था. अब डाल्टन के कंसेप्ट को हमें कैसे हमने उसको आइडेंटिफिकेशन में कैसे लाए. डाल्टन ने कहा एटम इज इनडिविजिबल, बट there were many scientists who went in detail of the study of the structure of atom, and step by step how we concluded the structure of atom which we are using nowadays. Let's go in detail step by step. The first attempt of the structure of atom was done by Thomson. What I said? What is the name of the scientist? Thomson. Let's see how. Thomson model of atom. Now, what is this Thomson model of atom? According to him, atom is not an indivisible particle. In this, two things are present. One are electrons and the other ones are proton. Now, how do we come to know? When he studied canal rays. Canal rays which are positively charged rays. That means canal rays, proton is present. Then he comes up to electron study also was there. Negative charge particles are also there. Then what was the structure given by him? We are concentrating on not about the structure of, not about how electrons or protons were discovered. We are concentrating on how they are arranged in the atom. According to Thomson, atom is just like that of watermelon. Watermelon खाया ना बेटा सब बच्चों ने? कैसा होता है? Red with the seeds in between. So this red portion is proton, and these are जो बीच present है, these are electrons. E, E, E. I am representing it by symbol E. That is electrons. So what Thomson model is just like maybe called as the Christmas pudding or maybe watermelon model. According to him, the two main characteristics of Thomson model, protons and neutrons are present in just like watermelon arrangement, and the second, protons and electrons are equal and carry equal and opposite charge. So atom is neutral. This was about Thomson. Now, this was not at all satisfactory. Limitation were there. There were many observations of many scientists, experiments were done, and Thomson could not explain that. Thomson model could not explain that. Then the second attempt was done by the other scientist, that is Rutherford. He performed alpha scattering experiment. If you want to go in detail of alpha scattering experiment, you can see my other video. But now we are concentrating on Rutherford model. But he said, according to his experiment exactly, Rutherford tried to give a particular position to the proton and electrons, how they are present. He gave this model. Look here. Have a comparative study of both. According to him, there is a central little part, but very dense little part of positive charge and electrons around it. And how he concluded? Again I am saying with the alpha scattering experiment. How he concluded? With the alpha scattering experiment. In his experiment exactly he bombarded alpha particle on the gold foil. And he observed that most of the particle go state. That means most of the space is empty. खाली है. किस चीज से भरी हुई है? इलेक्ट्रॉन से. क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बहुत हल्की होते हैं और उनको क्रॉस करना आसान होता है. तो उसने ये देखा कि इलेक्ट्रॉन में सारी एटम में जगह खाली है. That is with the electrons. Then neutrons. Then central nucleus. न्यूक्लियस के बारे में कैसे पता चला? चला. When he found 1 out of 12,000 turns back, rebound. It was very surprising for him कि एक कैसे वापस आ गया. इतने हल्के एटम में से अल्फा पार्टिकल जो इतने भारी होते हैं कैसे वापस आ गए. फ्रॉम देयर ही कंक्लूडेड कि एटम में कोई भारी चीज भी है. वो भारी चीज क्या थी? दैट वाज कॉल्ड न्यूक्लियस एंड दैट वाज कैरिंग प्रोटॉन बिकॉज प्रोटॉन्स आर हैवी. इफ यू विल गो इन डिटेल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रोटॉन एंड न्यूट्रॉन स्टडी ना, यू विल कम टू नो कि प्रोटॉन्स का मास 2000 टाइम ज्यादा होता है इलेक्ट्रॉन से. दैट मीन्स the central part is nucleus which is very dense, which is very small. Small क्यों? क्योंकि एक ही वापिस आया था out of 12,000. Dense and the other one dense means it can rebound the alpha particle. And positive charge, alpha particle जो है वो opposite charge, same charge एक दूसरे को repel करते हैं. अब आ जाओ थर्ड, बोहर, जिसको हम मानते हैं. अब पहले रदरफोर्ड के एक्सपेरिमेंट में कमी क्या रह गई थी भाई? ही कुड नॉट एक्सप्लेन द स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ एटम. उसने कह तो दिया इलेक्ट्रॉन घूम रहे हैं. इलेक्ट्रॉन घूम रहे हैं तो कोई भी घूमती हुई चीज while revolving it just fall down due to acceleration created in him. It will fall on the nucleus. Why? Because electrons are negatively charged and protons are positive charged. They will attract each other and they will be just that electrons will fall on the nucleus. So he cannot explain the stability of the atom. Then third concept, third attempt was done by the other scientist, Bohr. बोहर ने कहा भाई तुम जो भी कह रहे हो बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हो, वो दोनों, उसने गलत नहीं बोला. He said it's okay, but he added one concept. क्या चीज ऐड की उसने? बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. क्या चीज? दैट इज कंसेप्ट ऑफ एनर्जी लेवल, कंसेप्ट ऑफ शेल. शेल एनर्जी लेवल. अब ये क्या चीज है? ये है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की पोजीशन. क्यों इलेक्ट्रॉन क्यों नहीं गिरते? कंसेप्ट तो प्रॉब्लम तो यही थी ना रदरफोर्ड के मॉडल में. क्यों नहीं गिरते भाई? इलेक्ट्रॉन इसलिए नहीं गिरते क्योंकि दे आर मूविंग इन ए फिक्स्ड एनर्जी लेवल. लुक हियर, फिक्स्ड एनर्जी लेवल. Look here, 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, 4 level and having nucleus in the center. This is very important. And he called him K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell. KLM मतलब अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ घूम रहा है, it cannot move to the higher level. K वाला L में नहीं जा सकता, L वाला M में नहीं जा सकता, M वाला N में. Similarly opposite. They cannot change their level. If they have to change, either they will gain energy or they will gain energy or they will lose energy. Gain means from lower to higher by gaining energy, from higher to lower by losing energy. M से N में जाना हो तो एनर्जी लूज करके जाएगा, ऐसे नहीं. और K से L में जाना हो तो एनर्जी गेन करके जाएगा, ऐसे नहीं. तो इसी वजह से तो वो जो प्रॉब्लम आई थी ना पहले रदरफोर्ड के मॉडल में, क्या प्रॉब्लम आई थी कि ही कुड नॉट एक्सप्लेन द स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ द एटम, वो प्रॉब्लम यहाँ ओवर हो गई. कैसे ओवर हो गई? उसने कहा कि इसलिए नहीं जाते कि वो फिक्स्ड एनर्जी लेवल में घूम रहे हैं एंड दे कैन नॉट चेंज देयर पोजीशन. एंड फर्दर स्ट्रक्चर द फाइनल अटेम्प्ट वाज दैट अकॉर्डिंग टू बोहर. लेट मी कंक्लूड विद द बोहर मॉडल. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, nucleus contain proton as well as neutron. Neutron, अब ये न्यूट्रॉन का वाला क्या चीज है? न्यूट्रॉन इज ऑल्सो द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द सेम मास, जैसे प्रोटॉन का मास है, तभी न्यूक्लियस इतना भारी है. दूसरी बात, न्यूट्रॉन वॉज डिस्कवर्ड बाय चैडविक इन बिटवीन. रदरफोर्ड और बोहर के बीच में चैडविक ने न्यूट्रॉन डिस्कवर कर दिया. एक और पार्टिकल प्रेजेंट है, पर एक स्पेशल करेक्टर क्या था उसका? इट डज नॉट कैरी एनी चार्ज. It was not neutral in nature. So the another concept was given that nucleus contain protons and neutrons and the electrons are moving in the fixed energy level. That's why atom is stable in nature. That is why now I hope you must be clear about all the three models of atom. All the three models, comparative study. Let me give you a conclusion talk. First, Thomson. He stated watermelon structure in which electrons and protons are equal and opposite, so they cancel each other. Second, the position was cleared by Rutherford. He said that proton is in the center in the nucleus and electrons are revolving around it. Bohr modified it by saying No, they are moving in the fixed energy level and nucleus contain proton and neutron. Okay, now with the atom with proton, neutron and electron. Bye bye everybody.